Hey guys, how you doing tonight? Welcome to Sunday night Q&A with that fat guy. That's me. I have been like just rushing to get this done. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know whether you got sound and if you got visuals. Okay. I got home probably about 25 minutes ago. And as some of you may know that have been on my channel, I'm watching the videos from the last few days, I have been on like just a big kind of weekend off. And yeah, I'm a little tired, or a whole lot tired. I'm not that hungover, to be honest, because I've kind of gotten over that phase, but like I've had very minimal sleep. So hopefully I am coherent enough to be on this live stream today. Hey, Ryan Betson, how you doing? Ben Jacker, thanks so much for joining us. Just so you are aware, there is a significant delay with the time that I see the comments come through. So even though I can see the live chat kind of instantly, I'm going from what's appearing on the screen here. So when I respond to your comments, it's as they come through. Taz, hey, buddy, welcome back, mate. It's good to see you in here in the live stream. Yeah, so yesterday I went over to my mate's place. It was the annual super meet, but this is the isolation meet. We've got here the hoodie on. I'm not sure why it went Ghostbusters. Like, I think it's like, not allowed to do stuff. But yeah, the hoodie's mad. It's nice and warm. I had a great night. Lots of drinking, lots of mates, and just supras, and just it was just such a great time. Usually we get away up to like Port Macquarie, go up to a resort, stay in a penthouse, and like there's about 40 of us. But obviously we couldn't do that this year, so it was just like a tight knit group of people that caught up and decided to go out. That can be fixed. Remind me after, and I'll help you. Oh yes, okay. Thanks, Ryan. Look, I have taken a look at delay in stream, and there isn't one in one of the settings. So if you know something, let me know. That'll be awesome. So yeah, look, what I'll do is I'll start off, and look, once again, tonight is just basic chat. Just have a chat. If you have any questions to me that you've been thinking of over the last few days, hit me with them, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And I'll be completely true and honest. So if there's anything, it doesn't have to be weight loss related. Can be anything related. But so I kind of slapped together yesterday's video and put it out there. It's just a montage of just a few things that we're doing throughout the day. But I'll show you a couple of the just the pictures I managed to get onto this before I started my live stream. Like I said, time was. And basically, what had happened is that we were playing two card deck, and oh, oh, sorry guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my God. Sorry about the lack of sound. Yeah, I figured out what I did wrong. I figured out what I did wrong there. I do apologize. Boy, gee. This is a professional YouTube channel. So I'll quickly go back to him. That first picture of me showing off my booty was to my mate's Supra. That's Nathan. I'll go back to it. Yeah, he has one of the cleanest, nicest silver Supras here in Sydney, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's a high flow twin turbo setup. It is mighty fast, like ridic fast. It's not like your 1,000 horsepower Supra, but it is just beautiful. It's a wonderful piece of Toyota machinery there. Now, I can see that the microphone should be coming through now, so I'll explain it again. This one is just a horrible shot of me. We were playing some poker last night, and as you can see, myself and a couple of the other guys there have no chips in front of them, because this is straight after the first hand, and the guy with the peace sign, he got all of our chips. Now, I'll explain it. Like, I like to play poker. I like to think that I'm pretty decent at it. I'm not awesome, like super awesome at it, but we're playing with two decks because it's just to make it a bit more interesting, having a whole bunch of cards in it. And from the flop, I had two pair. So I was doing all right from the flop, and I had pairs of, sixes and sevens. Like, so two pairs. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll just play this hand out, see how it goes, right? Then the turn comes, right? Suddenly, I have a full house. So I had a full house from the turn. And I was like, oh, I got this in the bag. So I started raising, and there was a bit of a raise war. And then the river came around. It was an ace. And anyway, so here I am, full house, sixes over sevens, thinking I got this, absolutely nail it. All in, and like three other blokes went all in, and what do you know? Yeah, the guy to my right, he had aces over sixes or something like that, full house, and yeah, I got done. So that wasn't really, a good start. Hey, Robert Wheeler, how you doing? Sorry about the audio from before, guys. I will get to these questions in a second. Ben and Simon, just won't be a second. I will get to those. Just going back to a couple of the pictures from the weekend. This is all of us, or a couple of us in the spa. That handsome devil in the back closest to the water thing, that's me. And we made a makeshift table across it with a plank, and mate, that spa is awesome. It's super steamy because it was 5 degrees at that time of the morning, and it was 38 degrees or something like that. It was really warm inside the spa. And these are the most offensive sunglasses I've ever seen. Absolutely love them. Let us know, like, what do you think? Do they suit me? I love them. They're absolutely amazing. And we were doing some mods on our cars, and one of the mods, oh, sorry, hold on, that went black. I finished off my underglow. I put underglow under my Supra because I am absolutely the biggest dork, and I love it. I love it. It is amazing. Fast and the Furious, eat your heart out. I love it. I love it to bits. My weekend was all right. And I just got absolutely plastered and ate a lot of food. Yesterday, I gave myself a bit of a hall pass in relation to the whole dieting front and everything, and I went a little crazy. Pizza. One of the dudes made a whole bunch of brisket, they slow cooked for like 15 hours. It was ridiculous. Really good. Lots of chips, snacks, like you name it, and it was like a big feast. And I'm okay with that. And then I had some, bacon and eggs this morning because I was nursing a bit of a hangover. And I haven't had too much to eat today because I've been pretty full and a bit with the upset tummy. But what I'll do is I'll get to these questions that I've got here. What do we got? We have Ryan Betson. So did you RKO that kid? So in yesterday's video, you may have seen that there was my good friend's son. He is like just the craziest knowledge expert on wrestling. He knows like every wrestling move, and he had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kind of like it was like nearly the size of him, and he's like doing all the moves, doing suplex, tombstone, all of it. And it was absolutely amazing. No, I didn't RKO the kid. We actually did play a wrestling PlayStation 3 game because they set up the PlayStation in the was it in the garage, and it was a lot of fun. He let me win. He really did, but he was just dominating me for the first I don't know, minute or two. But then he just realized that I was absolutely hopeless. Felt pity on me. It's good to get pity from a 7-year-old. And he gave me a chance, and I won. And then he's like, "Oh no, now I actually try," and I'm like, "No, no, no, I won. Championship's over. I'm the winner, undefeated, champion of the world, heavyweight champion of the world. That fat guy." Taz just started work and got you live in the lobby of the hotel. Thank you, my man. Ben Jacker, are you still expecting weight loss on your weigh-in Wednesday? Oh, jeez. Ben, I have no idea, to be completely honest. I thought I was doing pretty well, considering that I've been doing the Ddp Yoga. Ryan Betson, who's actually also here, has been raving about the Ddp Yoga. DDP, for all those who don't know, is Diamond Dallas Page. He is a former wrestler, and he does the diamond cutter, and he does yoga for men. I honestly never thought that I would be interested or even considering doing yoga for men, and it was just like brilliant. It is so much fun, and I recommend strongly that you get into it. If you're wanting to do something a bit different to just like walking, and your standard kind of exercises, this is low impact, it's resistance, it's your stretching movements and everything like that. It's fantastic. I strongly recommend doing DDP yoga. Give it a go. You can find a few beginners workouts on YouTube, and I'm sure that you can find some places to get it. Otherwise, check out their website. But yeah, Ben, I'm gonna get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow is like tonight. I'm gonna have a healthy dinner tonight. I'm not planning on continuing this thing. I have been munching on one of these since I got home. It's about half eaten, YoPro. Yeah, look, I'm hoping that we will have some sort of loss. I'm not expecting huge numbers. Who knows? But my body has done amazing things. Like yesterday, actually, I checked my steps, and I did 14,000 steps just from working on the car, doing other bits and pieces. So who knows? Maybe I was working off a few of the calories I was eating, and everything I drank was low carb and had no sugar in it. So who knows? What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm going to lose any weight this week? Because last week it was 1.2 or 1.3 kilos. Let me know. And whether you think it's going to be a big loss or a little loss, or whether I'm going to gain weight. That would be the first. That'll be the first. But look, the thing is that I'm trying not to get caught up on all of that. That is just this is life. And life, you got to have your times where you need to, celebrate, and that means eating and drinking and doing all sorts of stuff, and you can't kick your own ass every time something like that happens, and it doesn't happen often. So yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I have no regrets, people, no regrets. Next question, Simon McKay, non-weight loss related. Are you running smart globes or LED strips behind you? I'm wanting to mix up a bit in my apartment. Very good question. Thank you so much for that one. Simon, mate, they are actually LED floodlights that have like a color slip that goes in front of them. I switched, just be a second there. I'm going to see if I can reach one. There we go. So I got blue ones here. They got the red ones in there at the present moment. They're looking like a really sort of unsaturated red, which I don't like. But I was wanting to try something a bit different. Maybe Sundays do red background, and Thursdays do blue. So you can kind of quickly tell the difference between the two. With this one, I got it from Amazon. So Q Jerdman and his expertise here, they were like 30 something dollars. They're like, these little floodlights that you can use for like studio setups and that. Nothing special. I do like LED strips and all that. That's really kind of sexy, but all that kind of stuff does get pretty pricey if you're wanting the ones that plug into an AC outlet. Otherwise, you're looking at like an electrician to plug it into like a light switch source. But what are you looking at doing like in relation to mixing it up in the apartment? Like, are you just wanting to get like a different kind of like backlighting on your walls or behind your display cabinet? Like, they work really well behind the TV. Like if you got a wall mounted TV, when you have the LED strips behind it looks amazing. But you got to make sure you choose a color that doesn't really kind of conflict, like really bring away the light from the TV. So you got to have like just a dull light. What do we got? Ryan Betson, highly rated in relation to DDP, I can imagine. Where are you getting the DDP yoga from? Simon Taylor, how you doing? We've got Simon's in the house. Well, actually, you may recall I did a Fat Chat episode with a gentleman by the name of Jared. He nice bloke. He works with Jerd like literally works with him at the same pub and that. His glorious beard. But he lost something like 20 kilos. But he had like 3 slip discs in his back. So he had a pretty major back issue. And he couldn't really do much in the way of exercise at all. So he decided to look into things like yoga. I think it was suggested to him by his physio or chiropractor or something, just to kind of get the back moving. And rather than being sort of like, all right, ladies, so we're going to stretch out into the swan. Feel your energy flow like it does with Mother Earth and push outwards. Breathe in the positivity. No, none of that. None of that, people. Diamond Dallas Page yoga is more about like being a man, All right, guys, what you're going to do is you're going to do the diamond cutter, stretch out the back. This is great for centering your spine. You bring it out to a T, clench those fists, and hulk it out. It's like, it's fantastic. You really get into it, and it's not what you expect from a yoga teacher of any kind. A lot of fun. And to get to your question, you asked me how I'm getting it. He lent the DVDs to me because he had like all of them, and he bought a great big pack of them. And you get them from the United States, and with the whole certain thing that's going on in the present moment, I actually asked him whether if he's not using them at the moment, can I borrow like a disc or two? So I've got the like beginner's disc that he's lent me. But yeah, give it a go. Ryan Betson said that there is a app with a free trial, but it's an expensive subscription or DVDs through the website or other means, parentheses, of which that fat guy does not condone other means. No, I don't care. However you want to get it. I'm not the police. Or am I? No, I'm not. Behind... Hulk it out, brother! Behind the TV, main downlights off, some nice mood lighting. I hear you, my man. I hear you. Oh, man, it's already dried up for questions. Come on, people. So what I might do is I might go into my YouTube because I've actually been asked some questions on the videos the last couple of days. I probably won't be able to bring them up live, because that would just take too long. And I'm not that talented to bring it up so quickly. Won't be a second there. Man, we had heaps of people last week. What am I doing? Come on, brain. I think my brain's still a little bit hungover, people. Hey, Carrie 101, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us today. As mentioned, there is a slight delay when it comes to your comments coming through to me, so it might be like 20 seconds or so until I get to reply to you. Okie dokie. So, okay, so I had a question on last weigh-ins video. It was from a person named Floodwaters. They said, when you say you have a cheat meal, how often do you have one? And does it ever go a little into a binge? And are you drinking much grog? Floodwaters, if you do watch this video at any point, and I will try to, respond back via a certain typing method as well. Cheat meal, I scrapped that word. I'm calling it a celebration meal. Cheat meal, in my eyes, infers guilt, right? So when you cheat, you're generally, a bad, not bad. If you cheat on someone, you're a bad person. But like if you, it infers guilt. So calling it something positive, like a celebration meal, puts a nice spin on it. You've worked hard all week. It's once a week. It's a once a week thing. It is not a day. I don't know where people get a cheat day from, or celebrate, in this case, celebration day. So it's once a week. And go nuts. Enjoy yourself. And I say it all the time. Like, I swear, one of my keywords in this channel is KFC, or key abbreviations, Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want some KFC, if you want some of the Colonel's Finest, if you want some of that 11 herbs and spices filling up your mouth and your oral orifices and feeling the crumbs all over your fingers and licking it off later, do it. Absolutely do it. It is great for your mind, but it's also awesome for your body because it gives your body a message saying, hey, food is pretty plentiful here. Go ahead, burn those fat stores. I dare ya. I double dare ya. But it's when it becomes a celebration day and you turn it into a binge, then that's not good. That being said, yesterday and most of today, I have not been well behaved and keeping to my weight loss journey. That's because I consider this to be a one-off, day and a half where I've let my hair down, give myself a complete hall pass because I have worked my little tushy off to get to this point. So I have given myself that as a hall pass, completely guilt-free. Okay, but it's important that if you are on a hardcore weight loss journey, to come back to it. Just have that celebration meal. Don't let it snowball off on you, and just get back to it. Grog, I'm not a big drinker in all cases. So the only thing that I would really drink on excess is Coca-Cola. Like, I would drink that in my sleep. I could drink that and then go to sleep straight after, despite it being full of caffeine and sugar. Like, that's how fat I was, and that's how, used to it my body was. It's like drinking water, like fizzy water that was full of sugar. In relation to celebration meals and that, I have been rewarding myself with 1 or 2 beers a week. That's about it. I don't really drink grog. But, the man shake does say, lose the gut but not all the beers. The key word is, I think that's the saying, it's not all the beers. So you got to cut down your beer intake. If you drink a few beers a day, you shouldn't be doing that. You don't expect results because alcohol does mess with your systems, mate. Christian the Round, hey dude, you haven't missed much. I'm pretty hungover and I'm really tired, and I literally got to the computer 20 minutes before the live stream and I had little time to prepare. So you haven't missed much. So thank you very much for stopping by. Zinger Stacker Burger is the best. Good on you, Carrie. Mate, Carrie, how are you doing with your journey? Because you only just started. So let us know how you're going. Brian Betson, yes, Simon McKay, Zinger with a pepper mayo is the best Dirty Bird combo. Okay, I want to hear from you people out there. What is your KFC order? Actually, out of all fast foods, not just KFC, if you had to pick one combo, one meal that you could just go nuts on, what would it be? Put it down below. I'm keen to see. In the meantime, Ryan Betson says, even though you broke the rules this weekend, do you think you approach it differently now compared to back in the day? Like more behaved self-control. 100%, man. And do you know why? Because every single one of my friends there was on, not on my, like on my case about it. They weren't that at all. They were super supportive. They were all in my corner saying, dude, you're looking fantastic. You're looking so good. Like, even when I took off my shirt to get in the spa, they were whistling at me, like, you know, the that's might have been because I dropped my pants first. No, but like they were all on my side, and they all knew what I was doing, everything about it, because they watch. You know, they don't watch all of my videos because, you know, I don't know. They're mates, but like, yeah, they watch the major ones, but they know exactly what I'm doing. So they, you know, said, "Oh, so you're going to get back to it on, you know, Sunday or Monday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, absolutely." And they were so supportive about it all, and it was just fantastic. And even myself mentally, I wasn't kicking my own ass about it, and I knew I would have, like, in previous like weight loss journeys that I've done, like, and I've done several, because I knew that I had to go back to it. And it was like, yeah, you know, I'm giving myself this. I've worked hard. I've lost like close to 35 kilos since January. So I'm going to give myself this. I'm going to give myself this day. You know, like I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to let my hair down. So 100% it is, yeah, like more behaved and, you know, a lot more self-control. I certainly did go, I had like 3 massive slices of pizza. It was so good. And then like a whole bunch of brisket. And yeah, the Johnny Blue went down a treat as well. We had some Johnny Blue. Let me see what I can bring that up. Did I have it here? No, I didn't. I thought I did. I thought I had a picture of the Johnny Blue, but I don't. Ryan Betson. Oh, actually, sorry, Simon K first. Oh no, Ryan Betson. Yes. Zinger, bacon and cheese, pepper mayo, chips, and drink. No extra sides. Christian the Round, double quarter pounder. Yes. Chicken and cheese, hamburger, and McBites Sunday. Did I read that right? McBites Sunday. Like, oh, whoa, hold on. Stop the presses, everybody. Christian, elaborate. Are you saying that they get uh, like the chicken McBites and they put it in the ice cream, or did you mean McBites plus a sundae? Because if they're doing chicken sundaes, like chicken bite sundaes, screw the live stream. I'm going. I'm just joking. But yeah, that's a pretty serious order right there. Double quarter pounder is my favorite McDonald's burger there. Yum cha is my weakness, Simon. I love it. I love a good serve of yum cha. I go crazy for dumplings. Like dumplings is my like absolute weakness. Like regardless of where I am, if there's like pork and chive dumplings or pan seared pork dumplings or you know, any kind of dumplings, I just go nuts. They're so good. Or the pork buns. There's a place in Sydney. There's a couple of places in Sydney. There's one in Chatswood called New Shanghai, which I haven't been there in like, I don't know, a year and a half. So hopefully it's still there. They do like the best dumplings around, and they do these pork buns like with they got like the meat inside, and there's like a broth inside them. So you got to like, you know, break them open to get the broth out. You drink the broth, and it's just amazing. Um, Christian the Round, he goes, nah, McBites and Sunday not together. That's good. That's good. You saved me there. Excuse me, sorry folks. Yeah, you saved me there. I was about to go out and get me a chicken sundae. Ryan Betson, I actually did miss this question from you. How did you get into the car community? That's I don't know. Like I've always really liked cars. I've always had a fascination with like horsepower and, you know, just going fast. like Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last. Not quite as bad, but I used to love all the racing games growing up. Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, Need for Speed Underground, not Forza, but like there's like a bunch of others. Sega Rally. I went crazy for Sega Rally, and I just loved cars. And Fast and the Furious movie, like around 2000 2001, came out when I was just hitting teenage years. So I was very impressionable back then, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen." What? Honda Civics with spoon engines and NOS. Oh my god, that's amazing. Look at that Supra. Holy, like everything. But I was more into Holdens. I was more into muscle, like muscle, like V8s. Like I had like the Monaro CV8 like posters in my bedroom. I had HSV GTS. Like I had everything, like all those kinds of posters, and also I had a ladies of the week poster as well. So I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well. And I think what was it? I think I think Thursday was my favorite on that poster. Yeah. Anyway, so I always like cars, and then like my first car was a Toyota Camry CSX wagon, which was nothing special. I didn't really do anything to it, but then I don't know. I just kind of really got into cars. I had no confidence when it came to mechanical work. Because like like we all say, oh, my dad was meant to show me all this stuff, but yeah, my dad hasn't been in my life since I was about 6. Like the parents got divorced. He moved overseas, and nice guy, but more of a pal than a dad, but we don't really talk. Haven't spoken for several years, so I had no confidence in working on cars. But then, out of sheer uh, randomness, I guess you call it, I was driving home one day. I was in a little crappy Mazda 323 with the pop-up headlights, a little like hatchback, and loved that car. Like I flogged the crap out of it. But beside the point, I saw my Toyota Supra driving home, and I pulled up next to the guy. I'm like, he had a for sale sign in the window. I'm like, hey, how much is the car? He told me the price, and I was like, that's actually awesome. I really want this car. Where do you live? I want to come and take a good look at it. And he said, he gave me the address, and it was like literally like around the corner from where I lived. So I checked out the car the next day, and I bought it, and that was just around the same time I got with my lovely fiance. That was back in February 2010. I got the Supra, and Angela and I got together in, I think it was October, November the year prior. So it was a very fresh relationship, and I thought I was like king shit with the Supra. I still do, still think I am. But anyway, I soon learned that you need to maintain cars to keep them running. So I just did, and I did a whole bunch of research, went out and bought some tools, just basic tools, and I did my first oil change. And I was like, hey, this is all right. And through people I met in the car community, one of my best mate, he was a mechanic by trade, and we hang out all the time. He gave me a lot of like lessons and a lot of tips and that kind of experience. And now I can use my hands to do all sorts of stuff, whether it be around the house or with tools and that. And the car community, is very toxic. And I will come to the next question because I do see there's more chats here. I will come to it. Look, I won't stay on this topic for too long. But the car community is very, very, very toxic. If you're on Facebook or on any of those pages, social pages, it's extremely toxic. Everybody hates on everyone else's car if it's not to their liking, because cars are very sort of like, this is me, this is my personality, I'm putting it in a car. But then if that doesn't match someone else's opinion, they just like, nah, it's shit, hate it, it's yuck, gross. Look at that wing, it's gay. So if you're a guy in the car scene at the moment, you generally find people that have similar, interests in terms of the vehicle type, make, model, and all that, and you hang out together. But like the people that are within my community, they're just like, the Supra community, but like I'm pretty selective with the people that I hang out with, and like I consider them to be family. Like I honestly do. Like I've known them for like decade, and they're my best mates. And yeah, I had just the most awesome time. And it's just a matter of finding the right reasons to modify your car, making it your own, and not listening to what anyone else says, because the car scene is so toxic. And yeah. Okay, so I missed a couple questions. I'm sorry to go on such a tangent about that one, but that was an awesome question. I love the car scene. Where are we? Gary, I went online to buy the Manshake pack thingy. So while I wait, I went to Coles and got the variety pack for now. By the way, go to the Zinger box. Oh, wait, Kerry, have you started yet? Have you started using the shake at all? Simon McKay, dumpling, love it. Pretty much any type of party finger. Yep, exactly right. Ryan Betson, have you kept a fat shirt and fat pants from the start of your journey? Yeah, man, of course I have. Like, I'm a hoarder. I hold on to everything. And I've got, like fat pants, got fat jerseys, I got fat jumpers, and and I'm not going to lie to you, some nights when I'm feeling a bit sort of less motivated to do stuff, or some days, like I will go into the wardrobe and pull out like the fattest fat shirt and the fattest fat pants and put them on. And I just get slapped with all this confidence and just like, yes, this is where I was. This is where I am now. Like, look at you. Look at that. Look in the mirror and just, looking good. And yeah, I'm still obese. I'm still fat, but I was a lot fatter. And to go back to those clothes, like you don't throw them out. You don't throw them out. You get to your goal, and then he said I binned all my clothes and got a bunch resized. I completely forgot to keep some. Well, Ryan, that's fine, man. You can see it because you got documentation showing it in your podcasts, in all your your videos and your socials and everything like that. So that in itself is like you posted up a side by side picture on the Manshake Men page. Like it was like I think it was like 2 weeks ago now, and immediately you see the difference. Like it's a huge difference. You look awesome, dude. Keep it up. And if I wasn't in a serious committed relationship, heterosexual relationship, I'll consider it. If you'd be up for it, I'd consider it. Yeah, dumpling, not dumping, Simon. Christian the Round, you were just like my brother. Did you have a steering wheel and pedal remote to play the games? No. Wait, did I have a steering wheel? No, I didn't actually have the steering wheel. Like I said, it was just a single mum supporting me in that, and so we didn't have heaps of money. So I wasn't lucky enough to get the steering wheel, but my mate had one. He had the full sort of like had the shifter and everything like that, and we just would go nuts with that thing. And yeah, that was a bit of fun. I always played the like Daytona at the arcade. That game Daytona is so good. And if you had to have played it. Honestly, I like you just mentioned Daytona. Yeah, I can instantly remember it. And Crazy Taxi. That was like that came out a bit later. And Sega Rally was just my all-time favorite. I'm seriously considering taking my Supra up, and I'll put up a picture here. This is the one I've got here, right? And doing the Castrol vinyl decals on it. And yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me whether you think it'll look good. I actually am going to go to the effort here to get a picture of it. I hope that doesn't switch off my thing my microphone when I'm going to that one. Castrol won't be a second, guys. I will come back to you. Yeah, like if anyone has a hookup for vinyl, like doing vinyl, let me know, because I would love to do this. So I'm going to go back to this one. And my microphone is still on, so that's good. And I will add a thing in here. Bear with me, guys. Nearly there. Boom. That. I would love to do like that kind of vinyl decals to it. I'm a super nerd, and I would just go crazy, like love that. So I'll go super crazy. I'm gonna go back to that comment. Sorry, hold on. Hell yeah, man! I've been doing that with my shirts, so I kept from a thinner time. Hey, Kerry, good on you. Started today, mate. Let us know what your favorite flavor is so far. Also, very happy to have a smooch when the time comes. Yeah, Ryan, that sounds good, mate. I'm looking forward to that. John Hawkshaw, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. I got a pair of shorts 3 years ago, and they fitted great. I wore them today to take the kids to the park, and they kept falling down on me. Isn't that the best feeling? That is like the best feeling. Like, it's annoying at the time, and you're like, oh, these don't really fit. Like my board shorts that I wore today in the spa. I wasn't naked in the spa. Don't worry. My board shorts I wore in the spa. I had to do them up so tight, like they were like beyond tight, and it's scary. I could not go swimming in those. Like I honestly couldn't. They'll fall straight down on me, and even as short as like 4 months ago when I was doing swimming at the pool, like they fit me, and it was like not tight fit, but like I still had room to go. But now they're so loose, they're just falling off of me. So I need to get some more board shorts, and it's just such a good feeling to have that moment. At the same time, it's a bit inconvenient. But congrats on that one, John. That's awesome, man. Christian the Round. Don't worry, I was the youngest of four brothers. I got my stuff handed down. My mum was a single mum of four boys. Well, Christian, mate, you and I. Well, I'm actually a what is it? An only child. That's the one. I got some serious like hangover brain at the moment. Yeah. Well, getting the hand-me-downs. Well, at least you've got your brothers to be with you and stick it out with you. This summer is going to be great for you, Ash. you know, for a lot of guys out there, taking off your shirt in public, and for the most part, for me, it was like never. It was like a sin. Like to take off your shirt at the beach or to take off your shirt at the pool. It was just like, it was such a thing that I avoided at all costs. Like I was the guy that would wear like a singlet or like a shirt or like a sun shirt or whatever you call them, a rash top, into a pool. And yeah, like who are you kidding? You're not hiding anything, like it's all there. But I eventually got to a point where it's just like, you know what? Eff it. This is me. This is who I am. Love me or hate me. I don't care. I honestly don't care anymore about what strangers think. So, and that was like, I think I was kind of forced to swim in public in a few public situations. I was like, nah, bugger it. Went shirtless, and it was so liberating. Like even though I was, a fat shit and still am, I just went without the shirt and just didn't care. And you know what? People didn't act any differently towards me. And even if people were to look and everything like that, I don't care. I don't know them. So, advice for anyone out there that, might be struggling, pulling off the shirt at the beach or whatever coming into summer, don't care. Literally just don't care about other people's opinions, because if anyone speaks negative or thinks negative of you, they're not worth your time of day. Be selective with who you hang out. But also, if you're not used to it, learn from my mistake. Get someone to put some freaking sunscreen on your body, because damn, like having like this white pasty freaking glary whale of a body go out into the sun for the first time in the middle of summer. I was so red. I was like a tomato. I couldn't believe it. But yeah. Ryan Betson, I would have showered with the shirt on and lights off if I could have. That's actually really good. My whole life has been like that. Yeah, Christian, it's a bit like that, my man. But look, it's tough to get over that mental block of like, do I take my shirt off in public? Because like, yeah, you get those guys that there's a whole bunch of people out there that never have to work out a day in their life, and they always look fit. And then they're like, oh, why don't you take your shirt off, man? It's like, yeah, you know what? You have no idea what I'm going through. But yeah, look, maybe like if you are still in that sort of area of like, I don't want to take my shirt off in public, um, do it in a less like massive situation like a beach. Maybe do it at like a public pool or somewhere that's not as crowded and work your way up to it. Yes, I remember exactly when I started swimming laps at the local swim center, not on this weight loss journey, the one before that one. It was indoors and it was at night. And I was like, it would be more embarrassing for me to go into the pool with a shirt on than what it would be to take it off. And I looked around and there were dudes that were bigger than me without a shirt on and in Speedos. I didn't judge him. I was like, geez, I wish I had their confidence. And then that's what I started doing. I went swimming at night and there wasn't that many people there. And now I don't care. I honestly don't. You want to look at my man boobies? That's fine. Look away. If you want to touch them, fine. It'll cost you $50 though. Sorry, my voice is going a bit raspy here, people. Let me just have some water. Water, H2O, free from any tap. Well, you got to pay for it if you own. All right, guys. Yeah, that's a bit bad. Nah, it's still pretty bad. That's what 2 hours of sleep and yelling over blokes all night will do. Yelling over blokes. Oh my God, I'm just one big gay joke. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Totally understand. Ryan Betts. I'm looking forward to becoming the guy who just whips off his shirt all the time, unprovoked. And hey, it's 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Bam! Like you just got a sale. Like you're in the office and you're like, yeah, just nailed that sale. Whoosh, shirt off. Yeah, do the diamond cutter and hulk it out. Yeah, I hope you do that, Ryan. And yeah, please send us videos of when you do that. Kerry 101, banana is the first one I tried. It's my preferred now. I'm hoping to lose weight before my cruise in October. That's cool. Banana was the first flavor. But I think if you go back to my like first man shake video, it's banana. I'm 99.96% certain that that's the case. Yeah, the banana is absolutely awesome. Tastes like banana oak. My advice is don't overdo it. So like, use your variety pack, but also use your other flavors. Like if you buy 4 of the banana bags, like from the Manshake website, and then you halfway through month 1, when you're still trying to get into a habit, you're like, oh man, I'm sick of this banana flavor. You don't get yourself stuck with one flavor. Just try other things as well. Ryan Betson, oh man, Speedo confidence is something else. Yeah. Look, I'm not allowed by law to wear Speedos because, keeping all that in a little Speedo, yeah, it's indecent exposure, really. Yeah, it's like a baguette. I'm just joking. Yes, I made a phallic joke, people. Don't be afraid to mix. Yes, exactly right. Don't be afraid to mix the flavors, man. One of my mates, Andrew, he's on the Man Shake as well, and he told me today, try mixing coffee with vanilla. Goes down a treat. He said, sorry, I should clarify, vanilla shake with coffee, like the actual Bogan Dust coffee. He said tastes just like a latte. It's brilliant. So I'm gonna give that a go because I like the vanilla more for cooking. and that. Simon McKay, no budgie smuggling, just parrot smuggling. Yeah, nah, it's more of a pelican, mate. Simon McKay, can we talk watches? What are you using? We can talk watches. This here is a Samsung Gear S3. I got it probably about maybe 3 years ago now. It's when Costco first opened up in my area. They had it on sale for like, $100 cheaper than the next retail outlet. It is a Android smartwatch. It makes phone calls. It measures my heart rate, measures my steps, measures my altitude, measures the humidity. It gives me text messages. It You can play games on it. You can work out how fast you're walking. It has a stopwatch and a timer. It can tell you what the weather is across the world. And yeah, it tells you the time as well. I'm not a big watch guy. I know that collecting watches is just this huge hobby for a lot of people, and it's not something I've gotten into. I'm keen to know, what do you got there, Simon? Like, I'm keen to see what you use in the way of watches. If you're in this channel, if you're watching this video right now, and you've got some sort of Fitbit smartwatch that keeps track of your fitness, just say yes down below, because I'm keen to see whether all you guys are using them. Because I honestly will never, ever not use this. Except for now, because it's dead. It's actually got no battery at the present moment because I didn't charge it last night. So it has about a 2-day charge on it. But because I was using it so frequently yesterday, it died, at some point today. Do I blend all my shakes all the time, or just shake? And which do you think is better? Christian the Round, mate, I don't blend them. I shake them. And that isn't because of preference, because I'm too lazy to blend them. Like, I am literally just too late. It's like extra steps, and like getting the NutriBullet out, and then I have to wash it, and don't even get me started on the whole plugging it in and turning it on fiasco, because that's a whole other kettle of fish. I've blended a couple of shakes in the past. I've done I've made the Mango Weiss, the Mango Weiss man shake mix. So that's like vanilla man shake, like 1 scoop of a bunch of frozen mango pieces you chuck in there, like a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, melted coconut oil, some water, and there was another ingredient in there somewhere. Actually, I think that might be it. And you blend it, and it tastes exactly, like dead on, exactly like a Mango Weiss bar. So give it a go. I did a video on it. It is on my channel. Don't go and look at it just yet. I know you're really excited to, but please just stay until the end. Ryan Betson, yes, a Gen 1 Apple Watch. It's too slow to do anything other than heart rate, steps, and time, and some notifications. Yeah, look, Ryan, that's your first mistake, using Apple. Nah, you can guys use whatever you want. I'm a Samsung guy. It's so ingrained that I will never swap now. Yeah, the smartwatches are just so good. I'm using one of those guys too. Yeah, the Tag Heuer, Hugo Boss, Daniel Wellington, Apple. Wow. Hey, Shane Beasley, thanks for stopping by, man. Really good seeing you. Yeah, man, they are some cool watches or brands that you got there. I don't know too much about watches, but yeah, man, maybe message me some details about them, because I know that there is a crazy community around collecting watches and such. And I read this story once that there's this guy who bought a watch in a thrift shop. And it turned out to be like, what was it? What was the brand? He bought it for, I think it was $8, and it was like a watch from like 1940 or something like that, and it was worth $75,000 or something like that. It was something crazy. I probably got all the figures wrong. I probably got the brand wrong. But yeah, if anyone knows that story, it actually happened, and there was an interview about it. Yeah, give the details down below. Simon, you may know it. Nice, thanks. I want to use the Apple Watch more or look at Garmin. Yeah, Garmin, a good friend of mine, no. Hold on, who is the Garmin? Oh, yeah, a friend of mine. Yeah, a good friend of mine. Ben Jacker, he's got the Garmin. He just bought one. So maybe comment, ask Ben. Ben Jacker, he was on the last Fat Chat. Here's the Garmin watch. He just got it. He said that it's good so far. And yeah. Oh, yeah, also one of the guys that was at the thing I was at yesterday and today, he's got a Garmin watch as well. Shane, I'm doing well, man. I'm a little bit raspy in the voice. It was Parramatta Eels played last night against Manly, and I was screaming at the screen, and had a night out with all the guys at a mate's place, and didn't get to bed until like 2. Didn't get up until, well, I only slept like 2 hours because one of the guys that was in the room, he snores. If a freight train could snore, that's him. Wow, it was so loud, and it just kept me up. Really, it really kept me up. I actually had to get my earphones and put him in and turn on ocean noises, like the waves, like. Arr, mateys. Yeah, same. Been in the Apple ecosystem too long to get out. It's funny that, like the very first smartphone I had was a Apple. Was it the first smartphone I had? I think it might have been I think it might have been the second, but the last Apple product I had was a Samsung. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Samsung. iPhone 3GS. That was like the first one where it was like the kind of thing with the buttons and the full like touch screen taking up most of the thing, and it was cool. But then I hated it because I didn't have I wasn't like big on iTunes or anything like that. I had iPods in the past, and I was like, yeah, I'll try out Samsung, and never looked back. I got a Samsung because like Samsung to me at the time, they were just like, you know what? Here's the technology. We know the technology's there. We're gonna cram it into this phone, and we're gonna give it to you. Whereas Apple's like, we know it's there. You may get it in like a generation or two, but we will take one thing from you as well, like the headphone jack. And we changed the charging cable too, twice. You already missed out on it. Like that. This is Apple. Me being a Samsung guy, that's how I think Apple is. Like you put on a pirate set. yeah. Like I was extending on like the ocean noises. I was like, oh, what do you hear at the ocean? I've never heard a pirate in real life. Like it's such a like, arr, like, oh jeez. Even Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't think that they were like that. Arr, mateys. Does anyone out there like Pirates of the Caribbean? Because like I went like several years without actually watching one. I was really late to the game of Pirates of the Caribbean, and I gave it a go, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, isn't bad. It was an interesting casting with Johnny Depp, but he did really well. But yeah, wow, oh my gee, it has already been like pretty much bang on an hour. Look, what I might do is I might leave it at that for tonight, guys, because believe it or not, I'm pretty hungry. Like I got home and I had to jump on the laptop. I was like, quick, gotta get today's live stream ready. And I'm tired. My voice is going. And Pirates of the Caribbean blows. The wife loves it. Yeah. And I was super late to the Game of Thrones game. Like, I honestly, Game of Thrones, I started watching in the last season. So I caught up to the last episode by the time, like, I watched all of them in 1 month. I caught up to everyone else. And when everyone else is hating on it, saying, Game of Thrones, the last season is the worst. We hate it. The battle was terrible and everything like that. Me, just having binged the first thing for the first time in less than a month, was like, this is awesome. Because I didn't have 6 years of build up. That's what I recommend to people out there. If there is a show taking the world by storm, wait. Just wait, don't watch it. That tiger thing on Netflix, the thing that everything like that, I haven't watched it. Don't plan to, but maybe one day I will watch it, and I'll be really late to the game, and I'll be like, why didn't I watch this sooner? But yeah, Game of Thrones, I was really late to that game. Yeah, Shane, thanks. So I was wrapping up, but then I just kind of got back into it. But yeah, Shane, thanks for stopping by, man. It will be, like, once this ends, it will replay. It's just me talking a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, guys, if you do like these live Q&As, I'm having so much fun with them. I think it's a bit different, and it gives you guys the opportunity to really interact with me. Not being that I'm anyone special, but I really do enjoy talking to you guys because, like, yeah, the ones that are in here and, other people are on my page, you guys are just so cool. And I have the best time chatting to you. Tomorrow is Fat Chat episode 9, and that is with my missus. That is with my lovely, lovely fiance. I call her my wife because we're pretty much married. We are engaged. I haven't wed yet, but yeah, we are engaged. But we pretty much say that we are married. So yeah, that is with her. She talks about her thoughts on the Lady Shake and how everything's been going for her. But also, she talks about what it was like living with a fat 160 kilo dude who hated everything and was just a horrible person. But hey, Bob, how you doing, my man? 7 p.m. Sundays, 7 p.m. Thursdays. That's all you need to remember. That's the time it's going to be every week. So Thursdays will be more going through people's comments that have commented on the videos. Sundays is just a live Q&A chat. And really, we've talked about all sorts of things today. Taking your shirt off at the pool or at the beach. Talked about Pirates of the Caribbean. Fat clothes. Drinking and cheap celebration meals and days and all of that. And cars, yeah, how I got into the car community. So... yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch the replay, my man. It's going to be good. But yeah, tomorrow will be Ange, and I know you've been asking for it. So she's going to give her thoughts on it. Like I said before, many times, she is not a huge weight loss journey. So she touches on the Lady Shake and how it's benefited her. That's for like the first 10 minutes or so. But then we start talking about me. And it gets really emotional, like legit, it gets emotional. So check that out. That will be tomorrow. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I love every single one of you. You guys are the best. You are awesome. And I love you to bits. You have a great day. And I'll see you all tomorrow.